we are back for Tea Talk, and it's Ganilla and I again. Ganilla does our R&Ds, and she's really dialed into the teas and the flavor of the teas. I'm one of the owners. My name is Heather, and she and I work a lot together on the direction of the teas and what flavors we want to focus on, and work on seasonals, etc. So today we're working on the tropical fruit green, and I'm going to let Ganilla talk a little bit about the tropical fruit green.
So it's a brand new tea, brand new flavors too, very tropical. Yeah, it's Soursop, which it might not be very known here in the US, but it's very popular in South America.
And I can say that I've had Soursop when we were in Colombia, and they just took fresh Soursop and they blended it, and it was so good. And you know how you try to describe like watermelon to somebody. You know what I mean? It's just like, it tastes really good, but what does it taste like? I don't know what it tastes like, but Soursop is like that. It's just delicious. Awesome. So not overly sweet, but not really sour either. It's just more like almost like a texture to it. And it's just
is it creamy or?
I wouldn't say that so much. No, I wouldn't say that.
It always looks so creamy on.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
It smells delicious. It's not overly flavored.
It just smells really just great. Yeah. So you're watching Ganilla. You may not have this at your house, but she's shooting. We're making 16 ounces. So for 16 ounces, she is weighing out 5 grams. So if you do 5 grams, 5.5, 5.7, you're fine. If you do 6 grams, you're heading into too much tea. And if when you brew your tea and you taste it, it's too much, it's too strong, just add some more water to it. Don't throw it away. Just dilute it more. And she just added water here, and she added, because it's a green tea, we're shooting for 170, 175 degrees.
This tea in particular is very sensitive to heat and to time. So I'm gonna start at 2 minutes and taste it then, because it goes from being super nice and mellow to really bitter really fast.
Okay, so that's good to know. Yeah, we call those sensitive teas. You know, the teas that you really have to pay attention to, and those out there. You just have to know what you're doing. And once you do, you've got an excellent tea. I think once you nail down exactly how you like that particular tea.
Absolutely.
So you're doing the 2 minutes, and then so,
170.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And almost all green teas, if you shoot for 170, or if you boil the water, let it sit 5 to 8 minutes, you'll be fine. If you want a shortcut, pour a little cold water in your kettle, and then you can pour it. So Ganilla and I are both parents. She's got 3 children. I have 3 children. Her children are younger. My children are, the youngest one's headed to college next year. So we have quite a few parents actually on our staff.
We do.
Yeah, maybe at least half. If not more, I don't know. At least probably half. Yeah.
A couple cat dads.
Couple cat dads. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
And moms, cat and dog moms.
Cat and dog. Right. Yeah.
This is beeping now.
So that's our 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're beeping, and I'm actually going to set another minute just so we'll let it steep 1 more minute. We'll kind of do a comparison with the 2 minutes and the 3 minutes. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Tasted here 2 minutes.
So we're smelling. Remember, your nose is a large part of what you taste, and it just smells so pleasant.
Yeah.
And the color is really beautiful too. That's the other thing, using glass, that you can really see the tea, and
That's a beautiful pale yellow almost.
So some of the tea in this blend is coming from Colombia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we work with a farm in Colombia, and the tea that comes in here is called the Mountain Spring Green, and we call it that because we actually, when we were visiting them, they took us to a spring, and the spring is coming right out of the mountain, and it eventually flows into the Pataco River, and they're really serious about taking care of the watershed there, and they're very particular that it doesn't get pollutants and things in it.
Do you want to pour this out?
Yeah, so now we're going to taste the 3 minutes and just kind of see if we register a difference. So the tropical fruit green.
Yeah.
New tea.
It still smells delicious.
It ends on a little bit of a,
It does have a bite, like just a slight.
but not too much.
Mm-mm.
But if you're somebody that doesn't like that, just do the 2 minutes, you know, and you can do the experiment. These are subtle differences. I can tell you that if we brew the same amount of tea in here with this amount of tea, this amount of water in here now, if we go another minute, it's going to start to get astringent.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to leave that bite in your mouth.
It already leaves like a astringent.
That
Feeling
like
in
after
my
you
mouth,
swallow,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
And if the water would have been boiling, it would have been almost undrinkable.
Yeah, or having to add a lot of water
lot,
to it to
yeah.
cut down the astringency. And I think it's just really beautiful. The whole leaf is really beautiful. So if I was at home by myself and I was drinking this tea, I would have strained it all into a cup that would have taken the 16 ounces that we're brewing.
Yeah.
I would have left the leaf in here and then I would have rebrewed it because this leaf is so big that you would be able to get a second steep. I don't think the tropical is going to be as strong on the second steep, but I
There'll
think
be
this,
remnants and
Yeah.
there'll still be hints of it.
yeah, which would be really delicious again. So don't throw it out. Don't throw your leaf out after that. Give yourself a try on the second steep and
Or add a tiny little pinch of fresh tea.
Okay.
To the,
oh, sure, to add
So
a
you
little bit of
don't
flavor
need-
to it. Yeah, that's a great
you
idea.
don't need to re-steep or steep a whole new batch of tea.
Right, so you guys are noticing if you that we're brewing in this particular pot, which is really nice. You saw Ganilla just take the lid off, put the leaf in, put the water in, and I think it's about here, 16 ounces.
Yeah.
You can measure it. You can make a whole pot or not, but we're using 16 ounces and we're recommending the 5 grams for 16 ounces. Put the lid on, steep it. But this is a Hario, it's what we call a jumping leaf pot. You can get this on our website also. If you have any other questions, go ahead and give us some questions just down below. Like us, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, go to our website, like our YouTube page where you already are right now. Really appreciate you guys watching us and appreciate the love we're getting from you, and have a good rest of your day.